something that we've never told one another that inspires us about the other person?
Okay, so let me tell you.
If we've never told each other.
I don't think I've told you this before, but I wrote this down.
She's so cute.
I really like how you own yourself, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, but like I really like how you own yourself, and you're not afraid like to do what you want or to say what you want, and you don't care.
Dark, eh?
Yeah, sorry. I think it's because of the sun. That you don't care about what other people think or say. Like, you're able to have your own opinion. You're able to dress the way you want. You're able to say what you want, and you don't care about what other people have to say because you know who you are yourself. And you're not even scared to talk about God, like, you know what I mean? Because like sometimes even for me, like, depending who's around me and if they don't believe in God, like, I kind of have to like shy myself away. But you're not scared to own that. Like, you're just, that's why I always say too, like, you're a strong woman and you're not afraid. Like, you're literally like not afraid, and you're able to just express yourself and be who you are. I'm probably like rambling, but you just like express yourself and you're that radiant person, and I really admire that all the time. And I try to like, even same thing I told my sister too, but I try to kind of like be able to like express myself and have my own opinion, but I can't. But I know I can see it from you that you're able to do that and to articulate your words so strongly, and that's something that inspires me to do myself.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I think the main reason why I don't care what people think about me is because I've had people say stuff about me, whether good or bad, and it's like you just gotta like at some point you gotta stop caring because it's gonna affect you. You can't like stop your life. You know what I mean? And I've just stopped caring, and I realized like no man can judge me but God. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, when it comes to talking about God, before in the past I used to not want to talk about God, you know, or to anybody, or because it's just like there's always like some kind of bad experience that someone had, or just like the experience of like Christians in history, that what they've done. Like, and I quote Christians because that's not how Christians act, right? But that's what people take with them when they think of Christians, right? And just like honestly, I also think of like there's so many stories in the Bible where it's like God at the end of all of this, like, will God like recognize you, like, or like will he be able to say like you're his, or will he say like I don't know you? You don't want when all this is over for God to say I don't know you. So I'm not gonna be like Peter and deny him.
That exactly reminds me of the story.
I'm gonna claim him till my last breath. I will claim him.
And that's how I like it too, because you're able to just talk about him so freely, and you spread your knowledge that you learn to everybody around you. And that's what I really like too, because I want to be able to express myself and to not be scared. And you don't care like what you say to people, as long as you're spreading that knowledge to them and you're just telling them, and it's their choice if they want to listen or not.
It's their choice. God is never supposed to be forced on you.
Exactly.
That's the truth. God will never do that. You have to accept him into your life. That's really about it. All right, we're coming down to this list here. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to like cut it in half. Like probably that part where I told you that like
there's a whole punch that you gotta like cut out.
Yeah,
you can tell.
So I'll probably just cut it in half.
Yeah. So it's gonna be long.
Guys,
as long
I'm
as
gonna have to edit. I was trying so hard. It's fine.
Because we even rambled along for the long other questions.
Yeah, we'll probably have to. This video will come up probably like next week or.
Yeah. So like get like the most like once we answer the question, kind of get those and then kind of put it together.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. It's so dark.
Hopefully you can see us.
Well, they can see you. But
I definitely think it's because of the sun.
I wonder if we move over here. Let's continue this video. Oh, have we ever fought? Like, have we ever had an argument or like stopped being friends, anything like that?
No, I don't. No, we have our own disagreements, and we never had a fight. Never. When I saw the question, I'm like, yeah, we never had a fight.
Yeah, like disagreements as anyone does, but I don't think we ever had a fight. We never stopped.
Or we got angry at each other or yelled at each other. Never
talked. I mean, never talked behind each other's back.
Nope. We're able. The thing is, with us too, we're able to talk about it. Like if something that's bothering us or whatever, we are
about
able
each
to,
other. We
communicate, and that's what we talk about always too. Is communication is the key to any relationship, and that's why like whatever's on our mind or whatever, we always talk about it. And we pray for each other all the time. So there's never once where we're angry at each other or we don't want to talk to each other or nothing. Or if we need space, we tell each other that, like, you know what, I don't want to talk today. Yeah. I kind of just want to have my own space.
And I really like how, sorry, my brain stopped because I was thinking about how I had to answer that other question. But let me finish what I'm saying. So, but I really like how also like because because sometimes I'll like isolate a little bit, which I'm still working on, but sometimes I'll do that a little bit. And I like that she never gets offended or thinks like, oh, it's something that I did. She just understands that like I just need space for myself and it had nothing to do with her. And that if something had to do with her, then I would come and tell her that she's bothered me or something is happening.
Yeah.
So I really like that. But let me go back to that question because I asked you something and I didn't answer it. Something that inspires.
Oh yeah, I forgot that question.
Me about you that I've never told you. I don't know if there's nothing that I've told you because what's that? How much should I say this? Okay. I take pride in telling people that I care about, like things that I like about them,
and that you notice.
Yeah, I think it's important to tell people. And I'm not a mushy-gushy person or anything like that, but I think it's important to tell people like what they mean to you. And so I tell you things like how I always tell her that I really appreciate how if she asks me a question and I don't want to answer it for whatever reason, then she'll just drop it. And she doesn't get offended. She doesn't ask me why. She didn't, like, you know what I mean? She just drops it. And I really appreciate that. And that makes me even want to tell her like those things sometimes that I wouldn't want to tell other people. But I'm really trying to think of something that I've never like told you that inspires me. Like I feel like I feel like every time something happens that like you inspire me, I think I just tell you.
Yeah, you always tell me.
Yeah, I just tell you because it's like you need to know like, yo, like that's awesome. Or like even when like we were talking like before, like there was something that she was like kept private for a long time, and when she told me, like I wasn't offended. Like, and some people would be offended, like, oh, I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
You know, I honestly was very impressed, and it made me trust her more because to me, that told me that things that are important to her, she holds dear to her heart, and she doesn't just tell any and anybody. And that for me showed me like, okay, like we're definitely progressing in our friendship, and even if we have such trust, doesn't mean I have to tell her everything. Doesn't mean she has to tell me everything. And like, that's what people mistake. Like, oh, we gotta tell each other everything. No, you don't.
It's whenever you feel ready.
To be able to have a friend where you don't have to tell them everything, but they still are there for you and they still understand. That's what our friendship is. A friendship is not being with each other 24/7 and telling each other every single detail of everything. Like I don't think that's what friendship is. I think that's the facade. That's what people think friendship is.
And it also comes to too, it's kind of like respecting them too.
Yes, respect.
We're respecting their decision. If they don't want to tell you, then okay.
Choices,
like I'm not gonna get mad at you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get upset with you if you don't want to tell me something. That's your own personal thing. Okay, I understand. Whenever you're ready, you want to come tell me. Okay, then I'll be here. But that's not gonna change our relationship or anything. If you want to keep things to yourself, okay, that's no problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I did think of something that I probably never told you, but like I just love how you were just like so committed to the gym.
Oh.
Yo, like.
That was before.
Yeah, because my friend pressured you, but like before I met you, I was like, yo, this girl's fit. Yes, girl. I mean, yeah, we both fell off a little bit.
We gotta get
but that was something that I never told her, was that like, girl, honey, work it, girl.
Yeah, you know why? Because the gym was always an access, and I love that
because that, like even having discipline in the gym can have discipline in life. You know, so I was just like,
order back.
Exactly. So I was like, that's something that inspired me, and that made me want to like go to the gym with her. So we would like go to the gym on campus. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. And then we had our own time. We had our own like little session. We were on the treadmill. We had our own music and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. We motivate each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay. So have we ever fought? You answered that question. Something that. What did I write? Something that surprised you about me.
That was a
not that thing that we talked about today though.
I was literally trying to think about that on the bus. I'm like, okay, that was a question that was very interesting. I'm like, bro, I cannot think of it. Like, it's not coming to me. And I was literally just sitting on the bus. I'm like, bro, nothing couldn't come to my mind. I literally couldn't think of it.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Did it surprise you that like when I told you that I might not have like liked you at first as much as you probably thought I did?
Oh, in the beginning?
Like, were you surprised when I first told you that? Like, did it come across as like I didn't like you, but I like you now? Like, did it come across? That's
a good question.
I did tell her. I was like,
you told me, yeah. I remember.
You know, I was like, I started off saying, you know, I love you, and you know,
yeah.
You know, at first when we first met, this is kind of how I felt.
I don't know. I can't remember how I felt when you told me that.
But did it surprise you? Because I mean, you didn't really know that.
I didn't know.
Or did you have maybe a little sense that we weren't necessarily.
No, because also I remember that back then we were still trying to get to know each other as friends. We weren't as close. So like yeah, like I don't know. Maybe it surprised me. I can't remember how I felt when you told me, but all I know that we're still trying to get the feel of each other and seeing if we can still be friends. But I knew that like eventually, like in a long time, we'll still continue being friends. But I knew that we were trying to get the feel of each other. So like yeah, like I don't know like if we were gonna be like ever like get close. But like I knew that like we're still trying to like feel each other out kind of thing. Yeah. So I think maybe I don't know. Was I surprised on the phone? I can't remember.
Honestly, I could never tell. Like, I mean, because I mean, the way you received it, like it was like fine. Like it didn't really faze you because we were like close. So it was like It was like okay, yeah, like.
Yeah, so maybe I don't. Maybe it didn't.
Well, she didn't say it like that. I'm saying it like that, but it was like she just mostly like listening really, and then she kind of like put in her little like 2 cents of like, oh yeah, like sometimes I would notice that you like wouldn't talk as much or whatever, and yeah, and she's kind of like reflecting a little bit back on the day, but I don't think like. And I mean, like you would tell me if like.
I would have told you, yeah.
Like yeah.
But I would have told you, or I would have probably kept it to myself and then eventually to tell you.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I'd be like that too sometimes. Like I'll just keep it to myself and then just let it go. To be honest.
Yeah. Because sometimes some things would bother me, let's say, and then I just like let it go because like probably not.
I'm like that too. Yeah. I'm like that too. And if I forgot, then it probably wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't important. Yeah. Let me tell you, my memory is so bad. That's why sometimes I write things down because I knew I'd forget things. Like it's so bad.
I feel that.
Terrible. I don't know why, but
even like recording yourself could help the memory too.
Sometimes I don't even like hearing my voice. That's why I do not record.
I mean,
that's why my notes is filled with so much like remember things.
You're gonna have to watch this video.
Oh yeah, I know this I can watch, but if I'm hearing my voice by itself, oh no, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so it's fine. Okay, yeah, we don't have to answer all of these if you can't think of something. Because to be honest, I don't know if I can. Okay, actually, I'll say mine. And it's also one of the things that I said that I one of the words that I described her as. I said strong because she was taking care of her grandma. That was something that surprised me, that she was like when I say taking care of her grandma, guys, I don't mean like she like would spend time with her here and there or bring her food or whatever. No, like this girl eventually became her primary caregiver. Talking to doctors, you know, helping with medicine, and I'm sure that it had to do a little bit with like your like what you were interested in studying, but like it was more of just about pure love and the way you took on that role, right? I feel like, I mean, like for me, I thought you were really young, and I'd always be very concerned about you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like praying for you and just hoping that like it wouldn't become your world, because I knew that, like, for example, caregivers need to be taken care of as well, because if something happens to you, then the person you're caring for can't be taken care of, you know. So I'd always be worried about you, but I always admired that, and I'll always say, like, I know God's gonna bless you for how you took care of your grandma, because there are a lot of people out here, a lot of young adults, like, they wouldn't do that. You know, they wouldn't. I mean, I'm not saying like they probably would care about their grandma or whatever, but
it's hard doing what I do.
They would want to live their own life and do this and that,
especially taking
and you never expressed it as a burden or annoyance or nuisance, nothing. It was like out of pure love, you wanted things to be done right for her, and that's something that, like, I was like, that, I mean, when you first told me, like, I was really surprised. And then even like most recently when you were telling me like you were gonna be like her primary caregiver and you were trying to like focus all on her and not work and stuff like that, I was like, wow, I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah, it was definitely hard. It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like a job to me. It felt like it was something that it was something like I meant to do and I wanted to do every morning, and I loved it.
And that's awesome. And I know that God's gonna bless you for that. I know that. And the Bible talks about us taking care of the elderly and taking care of our our elderly widows.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it's important to me. Like, I don't, my grandma's not here, but it's important to me to even do as little as sending her money, because I want her to be taken care of.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that I sent her money?
No.
I never told you that?
Yeah, no, you never told me.
Yeah, I send her money. Because I can't, she's not here. I can't take care of her, you know. But
I never knew that you sent money back home.
Yeah, like for her.
Yeah. Oh, well, now that's a surprise. I didn't know that.
Hey, I know, there you go.
Yeah, I know that you help your mom
something
out.
Every
day.
I
know that you help your mom out all the time. And you put your mom first, because you and your mom are like together. Like, it's you and your mom.
Yeah.
But I never knew that.
Yeah, I send money for my grandma. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. So she must always be happy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love that. I love that. It's nice. It's nice because you can do something like so much for family, and other people won't even think about doing that.
What did I write here?
Which one? Second, 15.
Oh, this is like a future question. What's something you want to do with me? This is like a future question.
Oh yeah, when I thought.
So I already have the answer. Road trip.
Yeah. Road trip, adventures. we have a whole bunch.
Not no woodsy adventure where there's bugs and stuff.
Yeah, no, we don't do bugs.
I'm not doing that.
We do not do bugs here. But remember, we talked about it. We have like a whole list that we want to do. We want to go mountain biking. We want to do hiking.
That like treetop adventure thing.
Yeah. That's the one I told her about in Mississauga.
Yeah.
The whole bunch.
Yeah, guys, she's from Mississauga. Oh my goodness.
You know what's so funny? Before, I never wanted to do hiking. My sister would always tell me, let's go hiking, but I said no. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just do it. I'm trying to be open now to more adventures.
Your girl has to use them cute hiking boots.
Yeah. You gotta. Yeah, she showed me the picture. I think you sent me the picture. It was cute.
Did.
It was cute.
Yes.
Yeah, but we have like a whole. We gotta even go to Scarborough and Blast. We have a whole list of things that we want to do this summer.
And honestly, like, I want to when I'm older, I want to be able to travel with friends. Like, I want to travel with you. I want to go get a cottage. You know, like I want to have adventures with you.
Yeah, same.
You know?
I told her too. Whenever I get my car, I'll tell her, I'm like, I'm gonna pick her up and we're gonna go on a drive. We're just gonna drive and just go somewhere nice.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm down.
Like I'm just waiting for that day I get my car and we're just
and
going.
We're waiting for COVID.
Yeah. So oh yeah, I forgot about that. Honest, no, but that's gonna be the time.
Yeah, I mean, every time we forget, we get reminded.
Yeah, literally by some people around us. Oh, again.
And the news.
Look again.
What?
In front.
What happened?
Like in front of the car? Oh, they were just hugging the car.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, don't get distracted by this nonsense. Yeah, people out here in public, yo. That's all we can say.
Sometimes it's cute, but depending what the
yo, guys, honestly, I don't like PDA. Like, I don't know.
Depending what kind of PDA is.
Yeah. Do it at home.
Hugging, I don't mind, but if it's like you're kissing on in public, I'm trying to do it.
Relax. Get a room.
Get home. If it's like a pack, okay.
Go home.
But if it's a pack,
behind
it's okay.
Closed doors. But people don't do that though. People do a lot more.
Yeah, no. If you do a lot more,
too much.
then I think that you guys gotta do it at home.
Okay. I think this is the last question. Okay. It's the last question. This video is super long. So
I know it's like 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Or 50 minutes.
What? No, it's not.
It's almost an hour.
Almost an hour? I'm gonna have to make a part 1 and part 2. 30 minutes each.
But there's some of them that we talk for a long time that you can cut out.
Yeah, but still, it's probably gonna be around that.
Yeah.
Dang.
Hey, get to know us.
I don't have COVID, guys. I just my laugh and it just constricted. Okay.
Yo, some people think it's the next thing, bro.
Like, people are afraid to sneeze or like anything. It's like, guys, relax.
Yo, sometimes people can't even sneeze on the bus because they think it's COVID. Like,
yeah, but anyways, I don't even want to talk about COVID. Okay, last question. Do you think, I mean, you already said it, but do you think we're going to be friends for a long time?
100%.
Or for years?
100%. 100%. Because the way we're getting close now, and I keep learning more things about her every single day, and when we have our talks, it's only growing stronger and stronger and stronger. And God is making our relationship 10 times more stronger and fruitful, and we're putting value in each other's lives, and I know it's not going to be broken. Like, even if we're like across the country or whatever, I know we're gonna always like come back and talk.
Yeah, because I mean, we don't really see each other. She lives in Toronto, but we talk a lot.
Yeah, we talk, we text.
Maybe it's not a long conversation. It's like we check in with each other.
Yeah, it's always.
I mean, honestly, I think we talk almost every day.
Almost every day, yeah. It's like
I mean, not like a long phone call, but like we keep in touch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Like multiple times during every single day, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or if we do, it's like the most is like a few days. Or like a weekend or something.
Yeah, but even if we still like text each other, we still send links or videos or anything. Like, even we call, even if we're like talking for like 5 minutes, we just talk and see how each other's doing. Even when we feel like we're not talking, like, hey, like I know we haven't talked in a while, but how are things with you? You know, anything I need to pray for? Like, I know that our friendship is gonna continue to grow strong, whether or not we talk. Even if we don't talk for like years, we come back to talking again. It's gonna be like we never left.
Years.
But I'm just saying, like, it seems like we're never like left. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna continue being friends, and I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I have that strong feeling, and I never like once thought that we're not gonna be friends. Like, God,
my question, my answer is similar but a little different. So I personally never want to say that I think anyone's gonna be in my life for years to now, because I've had a lot of friends over the years, and people come and go, and everyone has a purpose for your life, whether it's for a season or for a long time. But if the question was, do I want us to be friends for a really long time? Yes. Do I technically know? I don't know. But what I do know is that our relationship is Christ-centered, and if your relationship is Christ-centered, then that can potentially last forever. And I say potentially last forever because not everyone that you're friends with or that you're in a relationship with that is godly or knows God that you're gonna stay with, right? And that's just the truth. But if the answer is, do I want us to be friends for years now? Yes, I do.
Me too.
But at the end of the day, it's
God's will. Whatever God has planned.
Exactly. But
live in the moment. Enjoy.
I believe that we will, because we graduated from college. We're here. We're still friends. We have different lives. We have jobs. We got families, and we're still here, and we're still communicating a lot. Yeah, because a little bit of like what's going on in my life from the here to now. Or like when I get frustrated at work or something. You know what I mean?
I'm saying like now I notice that we're even like opening up to each other even more now. Like we're able to even talk like even more. Like I'm getting to know her on a different level.
And it's funny because the more we talk, even from like I feel like even today we learned. Maybe you learned some things about me that you never even knew. That's just in casual conversation.
100%. Yeah.
And that's one of the things about me too, is that some people might not understand. And I was thinking about this the other day. Is that I'm not a kind of person where I'm gonna like just sit beside, like I don't know you, and I can sit beside you and start talking to you, get to know me. Yeah. That's not me. I'm a person where like, hey, like we like casually sit next to each other. We could be strangers. I could talk to you and like you could get a feel for me and get to know me, or we become friends. And casually, as time goes by and casually in conversation, you get to know me. That's how I genuinely feel people can get to know me, not by like being like, what's this? What's your age? What's your number? What's all of that? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's just like that's not me.
Yeah, just once you gradually like go through the days and go through the relationship,
it's really casual and easy and organic.
Same.
Yes.
This girl, I like the word organic.
And you can be intentional. Be like a lot of like what we have to do with God. It has to be intentional, and so does friendships as well. Like we are intentional. Like when we have our phone calls and stuff like that. But some things don't need to be forced.
Exactly. Kind of like comes naturally.
Exactly, organic.
That's what I like. Yeah.
So, I mean, any other thoughts? Any other?
I think we answered all the basics.
I mean,
things.
yeah,
you have like really good, juicy questions.
A lot of questions that I thought of just this morning.
Yeah, I know, and I like them because it really puts it in perspective, and I really like think about it because sometimes when you are in a friendship or relationship, sometimes you don't even think about these questions. Yeah. And it's important that
important to evaluate the people that are in your life and evaluate if they should be there or not. So, honestly, I remember. I'll say this one last thing and to close off this video. I don't remember how long ago this was. Maybe like a year, 2 years ago. At some point when I was really developing my relationship with Christ, I had this idea, I don't know where it came from, it must have been God, to draw a little picture of these three circles, a small circle, a medium circle, and a bigger circle. And the circles were like inside each other. And to put all the people that were in my life that I would talk to, that I said was a friend or a close friend or whatever, to put on that paper. God was written inside my circle, and my first tick, the closest person to me, was my mom. And then I put other people that I believed, and it was about being truthful. And it wasn't just about being truthful or who I thought was close to me, but who should be close to me. Because I know at the end of the day that if I'm going to get in a relationship with God and I want to be devoted to God, I also need to have people around me, closest to me, that are also devoted to God. I knew that. And that's where I was going. That's where I wanted to be headed. And so I did that, and I saw the people that were in the furthest circle. Those are people that maybe necessarily didn't need to be in my life. Not that I had to cut them off, or maybe I did, right? But it's like I don't need to spend or invest too much in that, because what I need to invest in is in God and in the people that are in my life that are also devoted to God. So like that kind of showed me where the people in my life were at, and to be intentional about that. And I remember at this time, I'm not sure if we ever had that first phone call. I think this was before we had that first phone call about like the sermon or whatever, before we started having our calls. I think, because I remember I don't think I put you in a circle. I think I put your name like outside of all the circles.
That's right. Yeah, you told me
and
that.
I put a question mark.
You were questioning
because I genuinely wasn't sure where we would go.
Yeah.
But definitely now I can say you're in that small circle. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
You know?
Yeah, you told me that too. Yeah,
because people like, if God's in the middle of that small circle, then people around that closest to God should be the people that are devoted to God as well.
Yeah.
Right? If you're trying to like have a Christ-centered, intentional relationship with God and with people in your life, right? So that's just what I wanted to, end off the video saying. It's like, I put you in that question mark because I genuinely wasn't sure, and like,
and I'm happy. I want to say this to you before.
And I'd recommend people doing that too. If you don't know where some of the people in your life are, you could pray about it, of course, but like just seeing that visual and being completely 100% honest with yourself. And it's not just about who you want to be close to or who's close to you, but like if you're trying to dedicate your life to God, like it needs to be people the closest to you that are also going to be devoted to God and help you reach your goal of being closer to God as well. So
honestly, and I want to say this too, is like honestly, like I think I told you this before, that I'm so thankful that you found me, because you helped me.
Okay, I didn't find you, but like God found you, but He brought us together.
Yeah, because God, sorry.
Oh, someone's calling.
But yeah, but honestly,
grateful God brought us together.
Yeah, because honestly, you helped me re-find God again. Like you helped me get like my strong relationship back with Him, and you kept pushing me, and now like she
God brings people into our lives for a reason.
She even got me my first devotional for my birthday, and I'm so happy because now I continue reading. Before I fell off, and maybe like a year or a couple months, but now I'm back on it to doing it again and again, and I'm starting to like read the Bible more, understand it, and
that's what we're here for. That's what friends are supposed to be here for. Encourage you and draw you closer to God.
So I'm happy that God put us in each other's life, because we benefit each other and we put value in each other's lives, and I couldn't be more grateful and blessed.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, I think we gotta.
we gotta close it. Now it's an hour.
Super long.
Now it's an hour.
But I will say thank you so much for watching this video. I'm definitely probably gonna cut this into 2.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too rambling. I hope you understood what I was saying.
But hey, I mean, I don't always like my videos to be so super clean, precise. Like sometimes you can just have a conversation and it's okay. We're human. See that we're human. We fumble, we stutter. It is what it is, right? It's real. It's raw. It's authentic.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're gonna end this video off. We gotta go home. Chico's gotta go to Mississauga.
Yep.
But thank you so much for watching this video. We love you. We care about you. We pray that you will get a relationship with God. I pray that you will, have friends that draw you closer to God as well. And I hope you continue to watch my videos.
Thumbs up, give a like.
Thumbs up?
Yeah.
Thumbs up, like, comment,
share, subscribe.
Yes, all that. And remember what I said at the end of my videos? And shine your light.